I wonder if Sorimachi fought Shinoichi before. Oh, what a sneaky bastard! Oh, wow! Explanations time! So this is basically equivalent exchange? Sorimachi is just stopping and... How Sorimachi knows that though? Let's say that Immelman was like 20? He chose this way of living. Okay, that's one revelation we have about the family issues. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Muramasa, and also the first one in this year. If I'm correct, it should be first today, so... Anyway, apparently this whole fight with Arahabaki was just appetizer, and the true fight is just going in. So... I wonder what will happen, and also I think that this might be the first time when we see a Muramasa actually lose. Because we had like only briefly exchange between Minato Muramasa and Sorimachi. Sorry, I got brain lag there. And Sorimachi, and he was like skilled as his sister, like Hikaru. Hold on a second. Hikaru, okay. Like Hikaru, and Minato just confirmed that for us back then. And now Muramasa is in pretty bad shape. Minato have not much stamina left, so he cannot like use his Shinogi much. And yeah, even with like when he was fighting with Ukyo back before, Ukyo had just normal Tsurugi like Sorimachi have right now. Ukyo was not that skilled. I mean, he was skilled, but not as much as Sorimachi, I assume. And Minato also had problem with him. He had to use his Shinogi to get away from his like neck being cut, basically. And yeah, he was pretty tough opponent. And now we have Sorimachi, who's apparently even more skilled than Ukyo. And Muramasa and Minato are not in the best shape, so I wonder what will happen. Either he will lose, or he will need some help from outside, or he will just like use all his stamina for just like one hit kill, basically. And maybe he'll be in like very bad shape, maybe he will almost die or something. Well, anyway, let's just go and let's see what this whole thing is about. Alright. Very good tactic to hide your injuries in this kind of situation. Oh, there he is. Well, he has one arm. Nice, okay. Yeah, this is the first time we actually saw like parry in her. There are, by and large, four factors that decide the outcome of Musha error combat. Their weight, maximum speed, acceleration and turning speed. Yep, we learned that during fight with teacher. The importance of the first should be obvious. Weight is what determines how high and how quickly you can climb, and therefore, who has the advantage at the start of a battle. And while weight decides the advantage in the exchange, its maximum speed determines how well you can put that advantage to use. To be faster than your enemy is to have a heavier strike that will land first. After the first exchange, acceleration and turning speed hold the key. Acceleration allows you to recover the speed you lost in the attack, and the faster you come about, the easier it is to take the high ground. Pretty much, yep. We all know this. Why you like? I mean, okay, it's not annoying. It's just like brief reminder, I guess. The annoying thing is like in the second Noinganok, they just like in every single fight, there's some part that they always say like the same things over and over. There's like I don't know 50 lines or something. They're always the same. And I just started skipping this in like latest episodes because I just like, okay, it's the same again. But overall, Inganok is pretty damn good. There is no way to achieve perfection in all 4 categories. In pursuing one, a smith must sacrifice another. If you increase the wingspan, you gain maneuverability at the cost of reduced acceleration. Thicken them instead, and you trade lift for maximum speed. This relationship is absolute. No Tsurugi can be all-powerful. A smith must accept the limitations of reality and work within them as best as he can. Okay, this is kinda new, but this is also what we learned before with like analogy to spending points with cruxes. Well, they spend points on like speed and not like on armor and anything, so... And the distribution of it. Thus, although there may be a gap in overall quality between any 2 given Shinoichi, this gap is really what the fuck is this word? Insurmountable. Like, not visible, basically? Even the lesser work necessarily leads in one of the 4 categories, and by that advantage alone may carry the battle in its favor. The only time the gap truly is insurmountable is when the Kazuichi has the misfortune to face a Shinoichi in the sky. You know what I have to do? Do you know what I have to do? Yeah, I need to translate this freaking word. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Insurmountable. Oh! Okay. So, unbeatable, basically. Okay. And this is the situation we are facing now, actually. We have Shinoichi against Kazuichi. Unless Sorimachi have actually Shinoichi and we don't know about it. But anyway, Muramasa is pretty heavy injured, so... I guess it's not the case anymore? We'll see. Yeah, you're doing pretty good for being that injured. Like, you don't have like legs or hand. Oh no, he had 1 leg. She repaired it. Probably pretty much. Oh, okay. But Minato is a problem, right? Then he's less skilled. Okay. In my right forearm, I feel the lingering sensation of our last exchange. My strike should have ended the fight, but my enemy deflected it as though it were nothing. A fearsome opponent. This Sorimachi is Jizo. To think he could overcome the disparity in power with swordsmanship alone. While the Type 90 surely deserves its place in the annals of history, it is still Kazuichi, and nearly a decade out of date. Muramasa is superior in every way, yet Sorimachi's skill is enough to render that advantage meaningless. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought, like, Sorimachi will be pretty freaking amazing. I wonder if Sorimachi fought Shinoichi before. If he had experience fighting against true Tsurugis. I wonder. Compared to a purely average Musha, such as myself, he may as well be a hero out of legend. Nope, we had exchange like that before. With Sorimachi. And Minato even told like he's killed like his sister and he cannot beat her. So nope. Yep. Oh, sorry. I come about. Our banter serves one purpose at least. It keeps my attention focused on this enemy. Though every second I feel it's slipping, pulled back towards the duty that remains undone. Yep, Arahabaki is still there, yep. The giant is still active. if I don't finish it now, while it's vulnerable, what will happen to the people trapped inside? To the people risking their lives to give me this chance? Whoa! She just pulled off the gun! What? Yeah, I guess the Type 90 and the Dragoons in general are equipped in like normal long-range weapons as well. Also, this is like the old style plane. Yeah. This can be easily destroyed. That's like a weak spot. Damn, he got below me. Our swords are both in the standard Jodan, which gives him the advantage. There's no time to reset me blade, which leaves... Yeah, Jodan is from like top. Yep, that's the same move that he used before. Yep, he used this against the... I think he used this against Kotaro? Or he used this against Teacher? Well, he used this in one of his fights before, that he flipped, or the enemy did that, maybe Ukyo did that. I remember this move. His tone is jovial. It is impossible to judge whenever the prize is mocking or genuine. Yep. The match is of the Itoryu. So, Japanese lesson for today, I guess. Itoryu is just like style of like one sword, basically. Fighting style with one sword. Then you have like Nitoryu with two swords. Because you got like Ichi, Ni, San, and so on. So yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to realize that Muramasa is damaged, basically. Okay. I guess so. Wow. This voice of Zorimachi through the intercom is pretty creepy. Not really. Nope. Also, I'm sorry, I will break your immersion a little bit. I totally forgot about this design. I'm fine with Muramasa here because it looks cool. But the Type 99 or 90 or whatever it is, and basically Dragoons, this is just silly. This unicorn here. This is just like, I cannot get over this. Get out of here, like, please, just hide it like this. Nah, okay, I will just... Let's just deal with it. Can't they just like stick it like, I don't know, in his arm or somewhere? Suzukawa Ryobu. Oh, it's a teacher! Suzukawa was a teacher, okay.
幕府の高官でもない彼らが技物を所持していたのはなぜだ。お前の両手が進駐軍の蔵から剣を持ち出し彼らに渡したからではないのか。
参りましたね。小太郎のじいさん、くたばる前にだいぶ余計なことを喋ったようだ。
なぜ GHQ がそんな真似を許したか。それはお前の行動が GHQ の目的に沿うものであったからに他ならない。
GHQ objective is the total domination of Yamato. It was considering Storimachi's action in light of the truth that the commissioner reached his conclusion. A damnably simple and all too plausible portrait of doom. I fling hit at my opponent just like a javelin.
ヤマトの武者にヤマトの民を害させる。ヤマトは GHQ という支配者を受け入れる。
Yep.
その素地を作るため。
That's a pretty good plan.
違うか。売国の友。
He does not care. His mad laughter is as clear as affirmation as he can be.
進駐軍の任務は言ってしまえば我が国を軍事基地化することだ。対ロシア戦略の一環として
I forgot about this conversation.
そのためにはヤマトの民を味方につける必要がある。武力のみで強引に支配した末、各地で抵抗運動など起こされてはとてものこと。
Makes sense.
ロシアに睨みを利かせるどころではない。だからこそ六原の圧政を黙認する。暴虐なる支配者に大和の国民から救いを求める声が上がり、進駐軍はそれに応えて立ち上がる。
That one actually, that one I
理想的な
remember.
シナリオだ。
I just forgot about the base against Russia and stuff.
しかしそれだけでは足りない。六原に対する増悪を煽っても、大和の民がまず頼りにするのは六原以外の大和武者かもしれない。その目を摘むため、剣狩りを行って幕軍以外の武者を根絶し、その剣をわざわざ危険人物に提供して強行に走らせているのではないか。
That seems like the case.
大和国民の大和武者に対する信頼を完全に失わせるべく。
そうだ。俺を襲うのも特進役。別に意図してのことではなかったが、結果的に GHQ の目論見を潰した俺は邪魔者と見られて当然だ。
あの連中を切っただけならともかくねえ、あんたの行動が世間で噂になりかけるってのがまずいんだよ。
He sounds like a savior basically.
あんたが英雄になって困るんですよ。英雄は進駐だけでいい。だそうだね。それで今回の運びとなったわけで。
何？
His wording implies that he isn't talking about his own attack. Huh?
いやね、大した工作をしたわけじゃありませんよ。幕府がここで兵器研究をしてるってネタをいくらか脚色してそちらへ流しただけで、銀色うんぬんってのを強調しときゃ餌になるんじゃないかってね。結果はまあ案の定。
Yep. So he's basically explaining this whole plot and why they're here. So we basically know this. Storimachi was in close contact with Fuma Kataro. it's no surprise that he would know of my search for Ginseigo, nor that he would use that knowledge to lure me here.
島の警備力が俺を殺せばよし。俺が六原の兵器研究を潰しても、それはそれで万々歳。どちらに転んでも、高みの見物の GHQ は群れ手で青の丸。
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
ならばなぜ出てきた反町一蔵。俺があの怪物と決着をつけるまで見物を決め込まなかったのはなぜ。
Well, maybe he just realized that they severed cable somehow. Kanae, please explain yourself. Something downs on me. Might there not be a room to negotiate?
その方がそちらにとっても都合がよかろう。この場を引け。反町一蔵。
はい。
逃げはせぬ。あの怪物を仕留めた後、お前の相手をすると約束し、あるいは俺の方があの怪物に潰されるかもしれない。それでもお前は何も困るまい。
Right now, my priority is to finish off the giant. I can deal with Sorimachi after. This arrangement should suit both our goals. I don't think that would be the case, because in order to defeat Arahabaki, he needs to use ray gun. From my understanding from the last episode. And if he does that, then he's basically out of stamina, pretty much. And I don't think he can like prolong the fight with Sorimachi for long. He'll be even weaker than he is now.
まあそうかもしれませんが、そちらさんにとっちゃ別に私が先でも構わないんじゃないですかい。
いや、あの怪物は体内に監禁した人々を燃料にして動いている。
Oh, he reveals his motive.
彼らを急ぎ助け出さねばならない。
Well, Sorimachi just found out how to basically play with Minato. He just told him his weakness.
大した正義感ぶりで。
Nope. He is probably going to slaughter them either way later on.
どう解釈しようと構わない。
いやいや、そうとしか解釈できませんね。ってなると、私は悪玉の用心棒ってわけだ。
反町。
Maybe for now.
助けに行きたいなら、私をどうにかしないといけませんね。
Yep, he just told him like why he should actually fight. That was bad. Why? What is this man thinking? Isn't he here to finish his mission? Can there be some other reason for this attack? Whatever the case. I reset my blade. Unfortunately, Muramasa is right.
旦那に私が殺せますかね。
引かぬならば、切る。
I wonder though, because we all know that Minato don't like to kill anyone if he's not carrying the Ginseigo egg basically. So maybe he will just try to disable Sorimachi basically, so he survive, he can just crash down.
旦那、私は殺せるかって言ってるんですよ。
Yeah, because all the talk about heroes and stuff, would he think that he's a hero? He just have in mind that picture that he's just saving people and not killing them. So he cannot kill me if I'm innocent, basically. That's what he thinks. And he's not wrong! In this case, against Minato.
今のところ、旦那の切っ先にはちーとも殺気が乗っておりません。
Yeah. How? It's true, I have no intention of killing him. There is no egg present in his armor. Therefore, no reason to take his life. But still, how could he see through me so quickly?
無用の殺生は戒めるべきこと。当然の心得だ。
そうですか。けど、今はそうも言ってられないんじゃな
Yeah,
い
it's
で
just
すか。
basically kill or be killed situation.
殺す気でやらなければ、 いつまでもここに釘付けですよ。
Or like that, yeah. I wonder why Sorimachi don't want to kill Minato though. That would be... yeah, Minato like told that before. That would be simpler to finish like Sorimachi mission. So I wonder why he's like so attached to him and just trying to stalemate basically.
私を殺しますか。
他に手がないなら我にやむなす。切り殺して押し通る。
An empty threat, but he doesn't know that. I mustn't let him know. I mustn't let him have the upper hand.
それでこそ英雄ってもんで。
Barrel roll. Sorimachi turns. I pull up to meet his charge, placing his tsurugi roughly in the center of my field of vision. Why am I wasting time here against the enemy whose objective is cloaked in shadow? I need to finish this. Okay. I assume the flying Chidan blade pointing forward and parallel to the body. Sorimachi answer with the right Jodan. As Sorimachi moves to my bottom, I drop pitch to cut him off. He answered in kind. I try to preempt. There we have it. And fail. He takes the bottom. The advantage his at that moment. I shift to Gedan and strike. The battle for position was a feint, a ruse to disguise my true attack. My slash from below meets Sorimachi at precisely the optimal angle. It will land first, cut deep into the shoulder armor, and immobilize his arm. Will it though? My blade kneels on course. For Sorimachi neck. Oh, what a sneaky bastard! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! I did not thought about this. Holy shit. You must be crazy to do something like that. Holy shit. Sorimachi, I love him. I love him. He saw the strike on the shoulder and he probably... what's the word? Deliberately... blep, blep. And basically... he just like... turned his neck or body, shifted his body for the blade to go for his neck. So now Kageyaki have to stop, basically. Sorimachi did like full psychological picture of Minato in his head. He knows he will not kill him. He will stop a strike. Wow, what a genius! Holy shit! In what can only be a feat for delirium, Sorimachi has turned his body just enough to place his neck under the path of my blade. Yep. Wow! This is like... wow, what a crazy guy. He would not do that against like normal opponent, but in case against Minato, he just like have full picture like what's the Minato personality and how he fights and everything. So this is like the most optimal tactic against him. Like put your life in danger to not be in danger. This is like wow. Ordinarily, a Musha helmet protects him from such strikes, but with his neck exposed like this, he might as well not be wearing it. My sword will enter through his joint, slice through flesh and bone. And Sorimachi will die. I will kill him. Wow. At the last moment, I managed to force my sword, of course. The rather sharp tip brushed Surimachi's neck and continues into empty air, taking only a few flakes of skin with it. Pain shoots up my right arm from the unnatural twisting of my wrists. I cover my groan with the enraged roar. Pretty much, he's mad and he's smart as hell at the same time. Shit, I love his face. Okay, sorry Machi, you are amazing. I did not expect that. He answers with a howl of unbearded contempt. Wow. Sorimachi pulls away, cackling through the night. Even his tappering exhaust seems to deride my failure. How did he know? He can't be so detached from the world that he would risk his life on a meaningless gamble. He knew, as if having peered in my soul, that I cannot simply kill as I please. Basically that he can attack you without putting up any guard. I mean, not any guard, because he have to still guard himself from being injured, but he can just like rush on you and try to get killed. Pretty much. Sparks fly as he smashes my hasty parry aside, but the shock that explodes in my wrist is nothing compared to that which slices my heart. He saw me. Oh, he's referencing chapter 2. Yeah, he was there. Yeah. But we still don't know why it happened. We can just assume this is part of the course that Muramasa and Ginseigo have, maybe making Pilot crazy or something. We remember in the chapter 2, Minato saying to Muramasa, I'm not crazy yet, or something, or I'm not mad yet, something like that. And he killed them anyway, so I wonder what's happening there. Yep. Oh. You found out about Muramasa actually? Okay. Explanations time! Is it possible that some spoilers from Discord will be unrevealed now? Will I be able to read more? Might be, might be. I am Muramasa. Where there are demons, I slay them. Where there are saints, I slay them. This is the chant. Good is not my nature. Justice is not my purpose. The righteous path is not mine to walk. Good and evil alike shall perish beneath my blade. I am a weapon, a tool of murder. I have chills, holy fuck. You who would call yourself my master, hast thou the resolve to become what I am? If nay, then begone. If yeah, then stand forth and speak the covenant. Interesting.
村正がその呪いを広めたからだって言うじゃねえか大したもんだね
Sorry, I got distracted because there's something happening in like other room. I'm sorry about that. It's such an important moment. Carnage on the road happened because Morale spread its course. Nambokchiko War. This is the war probably like long time ago, right? When Muramasa and Ginseigo were made. They were made for this war? Maybe? We saw that picture! This is the picture from the prologue! I think it was in the prologue. I think it was in the prologue. Something similar. Electromagnetic corruption disabled. Imperial edict, absolute prohibition. Yeah, this is one of the skill that Muramasa said. We had like the skill list basically for Muramasa before. So Muramasa can influence minds others like Ginseigo? Outside of the pilot? Maybe she can like use her power to just make people crazy.
そんな厄介な呪いを抱えてなんで世間をうろつき回るんだよ呪われた剣を使ってるくせにやってることは悪党大使悪代官を成敗した後で可愛い村娘を殺しちまう
For every bad guy he punishes, a little girl lost her life. So this is basically equivalent exchange? Let me think about this. He killed teacher, he killed Yuhi. 1-to-1. In chapter 2 he killed Ukyo and he killed... He didn't kill anyone else, right? Because he killed 2 people later on, like both Emishi girls. Who did he kill? Does the grandfather counts into this? He lost his life, not by Muramasa, but he was involved. If that's the case, then it's also 2-to-2. In this chapter, he didn't kill anyone? Oh, and in chapter 3, yeah, we had chapter 3. He killed OG, who was basically innocent. And then... No, wait. I guess OG family, daughter and father are like on the both spectrums here. Even if the girl was infected with egg, I mean the armor, then I assume that she was the innocent one and OG was the bad one. Not in the view of Kagayaki, but still, it still counts as 1-to-1. Might be that. So in order to not get crazy, he have to just kill both sides in the same amount. That's what I get from this.
悪党どもとやり合うためにとにかく強い剣が欲しかったのかたくさんの人を救うためなら少しの犠牲はやむなしくらいいいねそいつは正義の英雄だでも英雄だったんならもっと堂々としてなければいけねえな貴様
Also, I can try to change my microphone to a little bit different setup, but if I tried it before, it sometimes make my voice and sound basically pretty bad. So I'm not sure if I want to try this. I will probably try it maybe at some point, maybe next video or something. Maybe I will do shorter episodes depending on where we are now. And you can let me know But that's not for today, so yeah.
それとも人殺しが好きなだけか。いいね。そいつはアッキってやつだ。でもアッキだったらもっと嬉しそうに殺さなきゃな。
黙れと。
He's so taunting him.
どっちでもねえ。半端野郎だ。おめえは半端野郎だよ。くったらねえ。
Wow.
黙れと言っている。
Sorry, much you have a point though. Damn you. Damn you. Damn you to hell. You know nothing. Yet you presume to judge my feelings, my motives. Kill with pride. Kill with joy. The man who can't, it's nothing. Worthless. How dare you? A man with no will, a man with no identity, would never do what I have done. Here's the man who would plug his ears, shut his eyes, and hide from the world in a mountain cave. Yeah. Damn you. If only I could take that man, it could be that man, that peace that would bring, what salvation. And here you come along, armed with only a fragment of understanding, and claim to know me. You? Know me? Whoa! Let's go! My strike smashes Sorimachi's sword aside and cleaves into his shoulder. It's shallow, but my blade has finally reached him. As well it should. Not only does Muramasa outperform his type 90 in every way, but I also have the altitude advantage. 2 arms or 1, there's no reason at all that I shouldn't overpower him.
されると一丁前に腹を立てるらしい。剣筋がちったマシになってきたぜ。剣筋がちったマシになってきたぜ。
I will just take a quick note for this place, because I feel like I don't know why just now, but I just realized I heard that sound, that laugh in anime. Maybe not exactly the same, or maybe it is the same. Let me just it's 43, 20 basically. There's a character that was very shortly introduced in Katanagatari anime. Like during the end, basically. I will just probably try and post here somewhere a little bit of clip of this. Like the fragment of laugh. And you can hear if it is the same. Because I wonder if it's kinda similar. If I find it, if I don't find it, then you won't have it. But I would try. Maybe it's the same voice actor. I ignore Muramasa alarmed cry and ready my blade once more above my shoulder. Sorimachi answers with Gedan. Also, I wonder what will happen if Muramasa and Minato kills innocent and won't kill anyone bad. I wonder what will happen. Will he go crazy actually? And just start killing like all good people? He intends to skip the struggle for position, letting me take the bottom while he takes the top. From an Itoryu practitioner, this can mean only one thing. He's going for Kiryu Otoshi. Victory! Our blades crossing the space between us. Then mine knocks his aside and plows into his shoulder with a sharp clang. The hefty feedback tells me that I may have cracked his collarbone. Oh okay. I have nothing to say about that.
覚えたか、反町。
The Itoryu Kiryotoshi is a technique whereby you answer your opponent's strike with the opposite. You intend to cut through his attack and into his body. When both combatants attempt Kiryotoshi, the strike with greater power and precision will prevail, as mine has in this exchange. His damage can be light, but tables have turned. I will finish him on the next pass, render him unable to fly. And that will be the end of this absurd alliance. I will be able to return to my true objective, the rescue of those children from that metal beast. I've wasted enough time on you, Yakuza. He's not done yet. Sorimachi hasn't changed pitch or heading since our pass. He's still climbing higher into the sky, when he should be diving to recover speed in preparation for the next exchange. Is he running? No. Even if he wanted to flee the battlefield, he would still need to dive for speed. Could it be an attempt to take the high ground? Surely not. Climbing like that is far too slow. By the time he reaches the altitude and turns to meet me, I will already be within the striking range. Of course, he knows that my priority is to defeat the Rokuhara giant. Maybe he assumes that if he shows his back, I will immediately return to my real objective. At which point he will swoop down and take me by surprise as he did before. Yes, that's exactly what sort of trick a man like Sorimachi would employ. What's your deal? I pull up, chasing after Sorimachi's retreating form. Closing the distance proves simple, as gravity has already stripped his machine of most of its speed. Yet still he climbs, even going so far as to further rise his pitch. Speed is precious commodity in aerial combat, and he throws it away for just a little more altitude, striking for the summit of heaven, for an unreachable silver disk of the moon. What is Sorimachi thinking? He should have abandoned his plan the moment I gave chase. I'm also losing speed rapidly, but I started my climb only after accelerating through my dive. Compared to Sorimachi, who has been climbing since our last exchange, I have the advantage. It's only a matter of time before I get within striking range. Even if he turns to face me, I will be upon him before he can act. Surely he must know that defeat is fast approaching, and yet he continues to climb. For a moment, I find myself wondering if the moonlight hasn't bewitched him. What's his deal? I wonder what's his plan. Sorimachi is pretty freaking amazing fighter, so he have plan. But through his actions defy credulity, his technique inspires only a way. Most pilots would have trembled from the sky by now, but he's maintaining perfect control at well below stealth speed. Even among Rokuhara elite corps of dragoons, I can't imagine there were more than a handful who could mimic this astonishing feat. They're like above clouds now, I think. He draws near. My speed too is in danger zone. If I lose focus, gravity will pluck me from the sky in a heartbeat. That's not going to happen. I've shattered enough disgrace for one day. The difference in speed is close to nothing now, but I still have slight advantage. I will not let it go to waste. I wonder if Sorimachi is planning to like ram him. The higher you are, the harder you hit the ground. He knows that Minato is not trying to kill him, so he might as well try to just ram him and just show him that he's willing to die in order to get Minato out. Also, Sorimachi still will have like advantage in this position because he will be on the on the top, so he can just like ram Muramasa, go down with him, and near the ground he can just like took off with the flight. Huh. Because Muramasa is also damaged, so... But Muramasa should overpower this. If they like get closer to the ground, then the engines of Muramasa should be better. Huh. Just a little more and I will have him. Of course, our course is but a few degrees from absolute vertical. Maintaining flight will soon be impossible for either of us. And as I watch, Sorimachi comes to a stop. He's finally lost all speed. Next will be the fall. He's totally going to ram him. He's totally going to ram him. And Sorimachi does not fall. Wait, what? At the apex of his turn, the exact moment that his speed reaches 0, he applies full rudder and embraces the pool of earth. Yeah! He's ramming him. In the blink of an eye, with terrible liquid grace, his machine spins to face the ground. To face me. Wow. Color changed? And suddenly it comes to me. A moment of understanding beyond knowledge or reason. What can only be described as a revelation. Actually, maybe he's not ramming him, he's just attacking him. And it makes sense. Actually. They're both like at the end of the speed basically. So Muramasa don't have that much of an advantage now. And he just like turned around and go with full throttle, so he have more speed than Muramasa have currently. It's like Muramasa going like this, going slow. Sorimachi is just stopping and going like that. My one true enemy. I like this picture. Are they going to switch the colors when they're talking? Yep! Oh no, okay. Sorry, Machi Ichizo. Time starts and gravity takes hold. Now the speed advantage is all Sorimachi's. Yep. Okay. Gravity will pull him straight down into his target, while I must fight against it to reach mine. I watch entranced as my victory is torn from my grasp. Yet still a part of me is able to dissect my opponent's handiwork. I know what it is. One of the 5 ultimate techniques passed down to Ito Itosai, founder of the Ito-ryu, from his master Kanamaki Jisai. They were the Myoken, Zetsumyoken, Shinken, Dokumyoken, and finally the Kinchijyoken, otherwise known as... That's a good name for the attack! The Immelman turn. Okay. Okay, this looks pretty sick. Whoa, 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 animation actually. That's a huge explosion. During the Great War, which raged from 1914 to 1918, the German Empire boasted a number of pilots who were feared for their mastery of aerial combat. Oberleutnant Max Immelman was one of those aces. As his lack of titular von indicates, Max Immelman was not a noble, and therefore did not pass a blood crux or shinoichi tsurugi. Yep. This made him an irregularity among the aces of his time. Kizuichi, red cruxes, had only just been invented at the turn of the century, and their capabilities were nothing compared to what they are today. Even his beloved Fokker E3, with its revolutionary wire-supported single-wing design, was a long way from matching the mystical power of cruxes. There's no question that Immelman was at a severe disadvantage when compared to the other aces of the war, old warriors from noble bloodlines, who soared gallantly above the battlefield in their ancient and mighty armor. To make matter worse, the Western Front, where he was stationed, was opposed by the most elite of France's Musha, knights, in the Western nomenclature, while nearly all the Germany knights had been sent east to battle Russia. Immelman and his allies were but puny dragoons. Their names, masters of the deadliest weapons to know had ever known. Survival alone would have been a Herculean task. Yet, Maxim Melman not only survived, he became a legend of his time. To understand how, we must look back to a fateful encounter from his youth. After the Tokugawa period came to an end, Yamato sought to make up for centuries of isolationism by assimilating knowledge and culture from the West. All the Western powers were used as models for modernization, but the greatest influence on Yamato military came from Prussia, Germany. At the time, the Emperor Münster had determined that Germany possessed the strongest army in Europe. They dispatched teams of experts and scholars with orders to learn all that they could. And one of those experts who came to Germany was none other than Sasaki Junzo, the 16th master of the Onohta Itoryu. Sakaki met his young Immelman by coincidence and began instructing him in the Itoryu. When Immelman genius became apparent, Sasaki went so far as to teach him his school's greatest secrets. Okay. Whether he was impulsive or generous is up to debate, but when he returned to Yamato, he was harshly criticized for having surrendered. For what is essential a nation treasure, Sasaki Jinzo answered terse. The man who learns but does not teach is a thief. I learned much from the German warrior and in gratitude taught a young man what I could. That said, even Sakaki himself likely never imagined that Immelman would put his teaching to use, for while the 5 secrets of Itoryu had been passed down for generations, no one succeeds. No, not one successor since Ito Itosai had ever succeeded in translating that knowledge into a technique. The wisdom then contained was simply too difficult to understand. By Sasaki time, their transmission had become merely a formality before a disciple could receive full certification. But then, one night, when the fighting was at the most hopeless, as he struggled in vain to shake an enemy knight, Maximilian recalled the instruction he had received in his childhood, and drawing upon his genius, restored a fragment of his lost majesty. The Konchijoken, a split-second turn off, a step vertical zoom, climb followed by the free-falling, gravity-powered strike, a technique whereby one may overturn even the most overwhelming gods. And so, this technique became Immelman's sword. With it, he struck knight after knight from the skies of Europe, and astonished enemy and ally alike. Upon his death in 1918, he had slain a total of 17 warriors, representing the very best of French nobility. Okay! His technique was invincible, demonic, what we in Yamato call Maken. It vanished with him, but to this day there is not one Musha who had not dreamed of the fearsome shade returning from beyond the final horizon to through the skies, once more, and drenched in sweat awoke and crying his name. How Sorimachi knows that though? How he knows this technique? Did he just self-learned? From like storytelling? Or maybe he's a relative of his. Wait, what year is it in Muramasa? I had a note, I think. Yeah. Past tense. I had a note of this. Not anymore. I wanted to check if, like, how old is Sorimachi. And I don't have a note of time when Muramasa is taking place. Oh wait, I have! Wait, let me just calculate this. I'm so bad at like math, holy shit. So it's 1940. I almost disabled my recording, okay. And this is what 1918, let's say, when the email man died. 22, so even if we like add a couple of years, let's say that email man was like 20, then Sorimachi is like around 40? So it's not that bad, so he can be related to email man basically. He might be his friend, he might be even be he could be even be his son. Whoa, that's very bad. Muramasa voice is distant, impossible to make out. My side is an impenetrable curtain of red. See, I said at the beginning, they may lose. I kindly assess the damage. Mortal. It's a mystery I'm still alive, assuming that these aren't my last thoughts of fleeing soul. The emailman turn. I never imagined that I would encounter such a relic. They say that Max Immelson had no successors, that this technique was his alone. Yeah! So I wonder. Its loss, while regretted, is considered unnatural. Who else could possess the sheer talent necessary to maintain total control during stall? And yet to think. Sorry, Machi Ichizo. To think a man like this existed. Wait, okay, I just thought about this. What if Emailman never died? Maybe it was just like cover story. Maybe he made it so he looks like he died, and Sorimachi is actually the Emailman. I don't think that's possible. I mean, Sorimachi is Japanese, right? Emailman was German soldier. Or maybe he's not Japanese. They didn't clarify this and everyone is speaking Japanese here, so yeah. My vision dims. Am I still climbing? Ah, only a second has passed since taking the hit. But he would be too old if he would be Emailman. Yeah, he would be too old. Actually, if he would be like 20, then now would be 40, yeah. Okay, yeah, that still makes sense. He could be the Emailman. Only a second has passed since taking the hit. Or maybe I'm falling, and I just haven't realized it. I have no way to tell. But one thing is clear. Sorimachi is coming. Oh fuck. Coming for me. Well, we cannot aid. I mean, evade. Almost out of stamina. So he's not dead yet. Maybe. The world shakes and trembles, yet I barely feel it. There is no pain. I must have suffered a grave wound somewhere, but no signal is reached my brain. Have I gone numb already? Or has my brain itself suffered damage? Oh. Oh, the cold! This is the cold! We saw this in the teacher fight. He had the same thing. Grey out. The Musha last warning to make peace with his gods. When the pilot experienced grey out, it means that he's hurt. Hit stories are catastrophically low. The last dregs of warmth are leaving me together with my blood. But while I can barely see, my heart is still dementably clear. A voice reaches me across the sky. Oh wow, we have soundtrack. Sorry, Machi. I...
あの村で子供を殺した時も、この間サーキット上の騒動の後で殺した時もそうだ。
Oh.
てめえは嫌だ嫌だって体で言いながら殺してやがった。なあ。
Just like the old movie scene.
本当はこんなことやりたくねえんだって、本音が透けて見えてたぜ。嫌ならやらなきゃいいだろうがよ。意地悪じいさんを殺さなけりゃ、正直じいさんも殺さなくて済むんだろ。
Yeah, so this is basically what I thought. If you kill bad guys, you have to kill good ones to not get crazy from Muramasa course, I guess. Well, actually, I don't know as well, because, yeah, like, whole reason why he's going for Ginseigo, his main issue with Ginseigo. Is it because she's a family? And he just wants to stop her from, like, family perspectives? Or he just feels so righteous to just stop Ginseigo because she makes, like, everyone crazy and killing each other? I want to know the reason. Like, the main reason for Minato going after Ginseigo and his sister. Interesting. Why?
じゃあどんな話だってんだ。てめえ様がそいつをやってくださらないとこの世が滅びてしまいますってか。いいじゃねえか。てめえにしか救えねえ。でもてめえはそれをやりたくねえ。てんならさ、見捨てちまえよ。笑いながらなあ。そう。
What are you saying?
どっちだっていいんだよ。救おうと見捨てようと。どっちだっていいけどよ。てめえで納得してからやれよ。なあ。
But I have to do it. Giseigo and its eggs. Only Muramasa and I can stop them. So I kill. I keep killing.
してねえよ。してたらなんで泣きやめだ。
泣いてなどいない。
How could I have been? I have no tears. No right to tears.
泣いてたさ。みっともなくな。
His contempt is palpable. I can practically feel the spit on my face.
人間みんなやりたいことやって生きてる。そりゃそうだ。どんな奴だって自分のことしかわからねえんだからな。他人のことなんてよくわからねえ。だから自分のやりてえようにやる。てめえで考えて、てめえで納得したことをやる。みんなそうやって真面目に生きたら。おかげで世の中面白い。今みたく生きがたい世情だとみんな余計に真剣だしな。付き合ってみてもぶつかってみてもみんな生きることに半端ってもんがねえくらいいい。どいつもこいつも楽しい奴らだ。
How Minato is going to survive this?
てめえだけだよ。自分で納得もしてねえことをやってやがる。おちゃらけた野郎はてめえだけだ。間抜けな生き方しやがって。興ざめするんだよ。てめえみたいのがいるとな。それでてめえが一人でどっかに引っ込んでるってんならまあいいさ。てめえの勝手だよ。 だがてめえは殺しやがる。
Pretty much, yeah.
いやいやながら殺しやがる。あのガキども、あの姉妹よ。いやいやながら殺しやがった。
Yep. He's just taking hits over and over.
ふざけんじゃねえ。いやいやながらで、やったやつ自身が納得もしてねえような理由で殺されちまった方の身になりやがれ。
Wow.
バカバカしくてしょうがねえだろうが。
Sorry, much is more complicated than I thought. Oh, everything is just shaking now. It's getting like really obscure. Where am I? I can no longer hear the wind, nor even my Tsurugi's voice. And yet, by some trick of the gods, my enemy words are clear as ever.
てめえは何者だ？英雄か、悪鬼か、凡人か。英雄じゃねえな。英雄だったら殺すときは堂々と殺すさ。必要な犠牲だって割り切って真っ向から相手の目を見て切り殺すだろうぜ。てめえはとてもそんな器じゃね
え。Right. Right you are. I'm no hero. I'm
じゃあ悪鬼か。
a demon. Yes, I'm demon.
違うな。悪鬼だったら嫌そうに殺したりしねえよ。嬉しそうに笑って殺すさ。
No, you're wrong. Smiles, laughter, none of that matters. They are not what would make a demon.
じゃあなんだ？凡人か？そうだよ。
A regular guy. A good, honest human
て
being.
めえはまともな人間だよ。親からちゃんとした教育受けて、ちゃんとした道徳とか身につけたんだろ？だから殺すのがそんなに嫌なんだろうが。違うかよ。英雄でも悪鬼でもねえし、そんなのに関わり合って生きてる人間でもねえ。普通に市政で暮らしていける器だ。てめえもそれが一番いいんだろう？そうしてりゃよかったんだよ。クソが。いらねえ無理しやがって。汗水垂らして働いて、家族を養って日々を過ごす。てめえがそうして何がいけねえ。せっかくまっとうに育ってまともな人間になったんだからよ。
Yeah, why he chose this? Why he chose this way of living? Oh. No. I feel blood course through my veins and my vision regains a tiny bit of clarity. Great! Plot armor! You're wrong, Sorimachi Chizo. Strength returns to my falling limbs, my heart is cold, exhausted, but some things give me power. Friendship is magic. No, okay, that's not it, sorry. Something.
まともな人間の分際で、殺し殺されの世界に手を出しやがった。それがてめえの間違いだ。
No. A good man. Is that what you name me? That was different voice. What a joke. Absurdity at its finest. Sorry, Machichizo. What do you presume to know about me? Loving parents? A fine upbringing? That much is correct. But your conclusion is laughable. An invincible logic. From good families come good children. If that were indeed the law of the universe, how simple this world would be. How bright. Answer me this. Would a child with loving parents, a child rise to be kind and just? Who then goes on to murder his mother? Okay, that's one revelation we have about the family issues. He did that after... I wonder if he did that before he got into, like, I would say pact, for now, with Muramasa? Or he did that after? Like, after or before? Would he be the regular guy you speak of? Is that what you mean by right? Wow. Minato laugh. What's with the music? Nonsense. Nonsense. You're a fool, Sorimachi. I see the faint shape of my foe high above. The moon once again at his back. I know what this portends. Mark any moment turn.
消えろ。消えちまえ。てめえが真面目にやってりゃ、あのガキどもがわけもわかんねえで殺されることもなくて済んだんだ。
What is this soundtrack? It's so good.
てめえの理由とやらは聞かねえよ。だ、言っておいてやる。
Let me know in the comments.
作っちゃいねえぜ。
Yeah, let me know in the comments what's the name of the soundtrack. I like it. Wow. I want to listen to this while playing some games. This is so epic.
殺しただけだ。てめえの勝手でな。
Yes. Yes. It doesn't matter what my reasons were, or whenever I had a reason at all. All that matters is what I did to them, to kill. To him, to her. I killed them, of my own free will. I killed them. To him, to her. So he killed both of his parents. Why? When? After meeting Muramasa or before? Because this is kinda important. It doesn't change the fact that he killed them, but still it's kind of important. Because Muramasa is forcing this on him. And if he did that on his own free will, then... Actually, he says that he killed them on their own free will, so I guess before Muramasa, but... It's still not confirmed, I'd say. Because he can still choose who he kills in Muramasa, right? Armor. Unless Muramasa giving orders like, kill these. I killed them to serve my purpose. See? You do understand, Sorimachi? So, why can't you make the final connection? That is what makes a demon. His feelings aren't important. Whenever he laughs with joy or howls in disgust, a man who kills for himself is a demon. No, the man who kills for a cause is not different. Heroes, soldiers, warriors of every sort, these are demons too. All who kill are demons. What separates good from evil? One thing. One and one thing only. The ability to reject the value of life. That is the answer. It is everything. Sorimachi. Is that how you see me? So be it. Scorn my reluctance. Dry my tears if it pleases you. Call me a good man for all I care. But I know what I am. Oh. These are the victims of his from like this game. We don't know about victims before. Well, we know his parents died. That's what I get from this conversation. I know what I've done. Whoa. Whoa, the faces! Whoa, the images, the faces, and I have faith in my evil. I hear it. My enemy gasp reaches me from on high. No doubt, he fought me beaten and broken. I myself do not understand how I'm moving. But move I do. I look up at the Sorimashi, plummeting from heaven like a meteor of malice. And I rise to meet him. My enemy wields the Immelman Turn, the invincible sword that brings death from above. Our angle is now perfectly vertical. I climb being he's falling. It is glaringly apparent who has the advantage. How can I answer him? What can I do? Despite his understandable shock at my recovery, Sorimachi technique shows no sign of flattering. He still has completely faith in his superiority. I don't really have like thing to talk about really. Like the story just told itself. Let's just continue. I do not blame him. The Immelman Turn is well worth his trust. It is a Maken, an art so perfect as to be called sorcery, witchcraft, fantasy given form. If there is to be any hope of victory, then I too must give the form to fantasy. Kabutowari. If there is a dream that all young warriors share, is this Kabutowari, where an unarmored, unaugmented human cleaves a steel helmet in two with a single strike of his sword. It is impossible. The staff of wild fantasy and illusion. Find a swordsman with the greatest skill and give him the mightiest sword, even forged, and even he will only cut at most a few centimeters into a helmet crown. That is what sane people mean when they speak of Kabutowari. And the warrior who accomplishes this seemingly insignificant feat well deserves the title of master. Also, Kabuto means helmet in Japanese. The perfectly split helmet is a dream, the goal of amateurs who think themselves superhuman. But if I were to realize that dream, then his technique, his sword, his transcendent laws of nature, honed with force by singular will into the purest form of madness. If such a sword exists. Oh. Is this small Kageaki and this is his mother? Maybe? If it exists? Then neither the strongest foe, nor the mightiest bulwark, nor the most insurmountable odds will suffice to deter it. Yeah, this is helmet. Wait, this is the helmet that's cut. Did that actually happen? When he was young? Someone from his family did that? That sword will cut through everything in its path, man, machine and god alike. If that is such a sword exists. Whoa, what a face! It looked like Kagaki a little bit, but maybe not. Probably not. Whoa. What just happened?
ミオ したの？
わからん。わからん。
It was he who did that before, when he was young, and he forgot them,
ミド。
I think.
それはいい。島へ戻るぞ、村正。怪物を放置しすぎた。急がねばならぬ。機体状況はいかが？
どうにか動けるというところ。あなたも私もとっくに限界よ。いつ落ちても自然の断り。根人様に文句を言えた筋合いじゃない。
Konjin? Who's the Konjin? New name?
ならば即刻に済ませよう。
ええ。
Oh. We're back to Kanaya. She just shot the cable and now she's just reading a book. And I think we'll end the episode with this. What episode? Wow. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. That was like amazing. And we got some backstory. Of course, Minato have plot armor. Because I have no idea how he survived that. Maybe you have explanation for this, then you can let me know in the comments. Very appreciated. Then, yeah, so he killed his parents. Apparently. For some reason, he said from his own free will. So I assume it's before he met Muramasa? And he didn't have to kill them, so why he did? The reason I may have would be like Kinseigo took control of his parents and they tried to kill him and it was like self-defense. That's why he's blaming himself that he killed them on his own free will, because he would kill them but in self-defense, but he don't want to like think about it that way. Or maybe it was accident, or maybe he actually killed them because of some reason. Like, something for himself. I don't know, that's... Wow, and Sorimachi... Wow, we will see Sorimachi. Definitely we'll see Sorimachi, more of Sorimachi. He's not dead, like... Kagaki would not kill him anyway, and we never saw the body, he just fall down, so... He's probably gravely injured, but he will survive. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to edit this out and record maybe something else, and yeah. What an episode. So yeah, thanks for joining the episode. Thank you for listening to me. And I see you in the next one. So leave up a comment, leave up a like if you still didn't. And yeah. Thank you. And for the Pocket Watch, it's going out.